Radio Free Tatooine.
Radio Free Tatooine presents Galactic War Report, a Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes podcast.
Boshuda, fellow Holotable hustlers, you're tuned in to Galactic War Report, a Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes podcast that's better than some and worse than others. I'm Sean, a.k.a. the other Sean, and sitting across the Holotable from me is John, a.k.a. the uncanny Mr. H.
Hello.
And boy, howdy, is it a time to be a player of Galaxy of Heroes.
Yeah.
We've got Galactic Legends coming very soon. We've got a new season of Galactic... of Grand Arena, a new Galactic Challenge dropping. It's
Territory battle starting.
Territory battle starting as well. Yeah, big.
Get in on that bug parade.
Big time, and also our podcast feed is updating. So
I had heard that. Tell me about it.
That's a big to do as well. This is the friendly reminder that our network feed will be discontinued soon. We didn't pay the dues to Radio Free Tatooine, so we're separating from them.
We didn't pay ourselves.
Those scoundrels over there. But yeah, we are discontinuing the network feed because this is really the only show, and it's just silly maintaining two feeds. So, other little network-related update, YouTube. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube. On YouTube, we're still Radio Free Tatooine, but we're switching that. So whatever. You'll find us. Google Galactic War Report. We pull up on there.
There's not a lot of competition for that particular SEO.
That's kind of the brand. Yeah. So that's kind of fun. We've got something fun scheduled for next week also.
On the YouTube, yeah.
On the YouTubes and on the podcast.
It's going to be kind of big.
Kind of big. A little bit. We normally release on Fridays. Next week, we're actually releasing on Thursday. So you're welcome. Or I'm sorry. Either way, if that just throws you off your whole rhythm, sorry about that.
I assume there's a significant portion of the population that just cannot stand to hear us with more often than every 7 days. So
yeah, I know a lot of those folks. But yeah, we'll have a video to post with our new episode, in which we are going to be talking with SB Crumb again. No, he was great. He got us an interview with C.G. Miller, who is they're going to have a lot of fun stuff to talk about regarding Galactic Legends, and we have a new video that'll launch on the same day. So it's going to be a good time.
I'll just head this off. I did not record a new song.
Yeah,
it's not going to be another global debut.
Although you're cooking up something. Something.
We'll see. It's simmering right now.
We'll see if little something heating up.
We'll see. Most likely what happens with a lot of my stuff is I'll forget about it on the stove and I'll look back and it'll just be goo.
Crispy.
But I hope.
Crispy bodies at the door. So yeah, I mentioned we've got some fun events coming up. Let's take a look at some upcoming in-game events courtesy of swgohevents.com. For a list of past, present, and future events in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, there's no better resource on the web than swgohevents.com. On the day that we are releasing this podcast, we've got a Rebel Roundup and a new Galactic Challenge, Hoth, wherein you get bonuses for Sith.
I have some of those.
All right. I'm game.
It's not gonna be the same cakewalk I had last week with First Order, but
I mean, yeah, I feel like they'll probably program around this, but Malak can usually single-handedly take care of most waves of Galactic Challenge stuff. So
you think now's the time I should start working on my Darth Revan? Do you think it's time for me to do that?
You got a couple hours before it launches.
Then in general, but sure.
On Saturday, we have a credit heist, always welcome. On Sunday, the Omega battle, Imperial Fleet. Monday, busy day. We've got Defensive Dathomir, Smuggler's Run, Grand Arena starting, and our territory battle starts. Imperial Retaliation or Separatist Might. Yay!
The one that we can do better at.
Yes.
But you know what? I'm going to stop being negative about the Clone Parade. Pico has inspired me to at least not be negative about
here,
it.
but I still just, ooh.
I know, I hate it. But I hate a lot of things that I'm not that negative about.
Yeah. No, I think last week's episode, if you didn't catch last week's episode, it's better than most. This one may be worse than others, right? But no, it was a really good show last week. It was inspiring, probably the most inspiring show we've ever had.
Our frequent listener, Roku Depot, who reviews all kinds of Star Wars podcasts, rated it as good, which is the same rating we get every week for years.
So think about that.
Don't take our word for it. Take theirs.
Yeah, we're good. What else do we have? We have on the 29th, we have a General's Command. That's for your finalizer.
One of these days, I'm telling you, I can taste the 7-star finalizer.
It's coming.
It's more like the stink lines coming off a pie, that I'm floating towards, except it's really far away, so I'm just like floating for a while.
Yes, yeah.
And I'm dreaming of this pie.
Yeah.
And then I get there and I'm like, it's good. It's not as good as I thought it would be.
Right. That's I feel that way except about the Radis.
Yeah.
Except that it's bad. It's going to be one of those mincemeat pies.
Right.
You don't want it. You don't want it.
Meat pies are pretty good, actually.
29th is General's Command. 30th is an Endor Omega battle and Places of Power. And then on the 1st, we got a Ghosts of Dathomir. But the other event on the 1st is the new not Radio Free Tatooine. We're moving on. We're rebranding. We are Galactic War Report.
That name you've been hearing the entire time you've been listening to this show. Watch out for our epic rebrand.
Just ditching the extra tag. It's just there. I don't know.
It hurts a little bit. We had that show for years, Sean.
We did, but we also ended it years ago.
At this point, yeah.
The good old days when we ran 2 or for a very brief moment 3 podcasts a week. That was.
When did we run 3?
Too much. We did a specific news show.
Oh,
it was like Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. The news from Anchorhead.
That lasts
Wednesdays,
about a minute.
And Fridays, yeah. That talk about burnout. Try to do 3 podcasts a week on top of a full-time job and et cetera.
I think a lot of that was
life.
too. Like, we talked about it before about how the Star Wars fandom has been. It's been a tough road to hoe for the last number of years. So dunking your head into that cold bucket of water a couple times a week is
no.
Anyway,
thank you. All right, so we had some updates this week. One, we had Darth Revan had a little Deathmark festival, which was kind of fun. For a couple days, he was running wild in Arena and everywhere else. I actually got in trouble for picking on a Darth Revan in Arena.
Oh, with our
Shard chat. I'm not kidding.
With your collusion cohort.
Yeah, I attacked somebody without looking because I've been out of the top for so long that I don't know who's up there. I lose track of it. I remember a couple names. I didn't recognize this name. I attack him. Less than a minute passes, and I get a message. What? I wasn't supposed to attack then. I look at the payout list, and I'm like, yep. Yeah, that's right. So,
all you got to do is just reply to them to manage their own business.
Yeah. I replied with, sorry, messed up.
Ah, you milksop.
So, anyways, some guy was running Revan, and I think it was a Vader lead, but it was whatever. It was a soft little team for me.
It was weak.
It was weak. So, that has been patched, though, so no more. He was just dropping Deathmark on people willy-nilly. Normally, that only triggers when they drop below 50% health. He was just giving it out like Halloween candy in 2019, maybe.
From a distance.
Yes, from a distance. Grand Arena is also in the news. We have a new Grand Arena Championship coming. This is Night Sister themed, and there are 2 ship nodes in the ship sector for Division 1 and 2. So that means that's big. That's big. Let's talk for a second. I want to talk about the Night Sister part for a second. It's just, the feats that come with this. What you can unlock, you get the different portraits that you can get are Count Dooku. It's a striking portrait. I like it.
Dignified.
And it's not hard. It's win a Grand Arena battle using Grievous, Dooku, B1, B2, and Droideka.
Like that particular team?
Yeah. But, I mean, that can shred a lot of teams. So, okay. Just don't put your Grievous on defense, because I usually do that, and I should be fine. You can also get a portrait of old Daka, because everyone wants that. That's just win a Grand Arena battle using 5 Night Sisters.
Yeah, that's easy enough.
Doable, right? And then there's one of the Night Sister Spirit. It's just a little doofy looking, too. Her head's kind of cocked.
Mm-hmm.
Defeat 12 enemy units in Grand Arena with characters who sought answers on Dathomir.
There's a list, I assume.
There is a list. There wasn't in the first thing I read, and I thought,
I would kind of love that.
Yeah, I know.
You try to figure that out.
Yeah. So that is Ezra Bridger,
Yeah.
Darth Maul, General Kenobi, Jedi Knight Anakin, and General Anakin Skywalker.
I would say Asajj did as well when she first came back to Dathomir.
Yeah.
But I
she
guess
ain't
whatever.
on the list. Sorry. You're not on the list.
She's not a bounty hunter. She's not a Sith. And she's not on the list.
I mean, both of the Anakins are great. Kenobi's great. Ezra and Maul, you can put them on teams that'll get some kills.
I would actually love if at some point they updated to give Maul and Ezra some kind of weird synergy.
Oh, that'd be fun, wouldn't it?
Like
Or
just a
even
very
new
specific
Maul.
little
I'd take a second Maul.
old man Maul.
Yeah, Hermit Maul.
Her Maul. That doesn't work.
So anyways, I mean, most of the other feats, it's a bunch of use your Night Sisters and do something. Like, that's awesome.
I can manage that.
Okay, but the 2 ship nodes, that's kind of a thing.
Don't care for it.
No, I didn't think you would at all. Makes you think about what a good defensive fleet is and what a good offensive fleet.
It can make you think about that because I have no clue.
You're thinking about literally anything else.
My finalizer fleet does pretty well. I can kill mediocre negotiators sometimes. Mm-hmm. But that's all I got. I mean, my Empire is pretty good, but their Empire. I would say finalizer seems like definitely an offense fleet. And I say that because, like you said, you can kill a negotiator sometimes with it. And if I pull my best ships to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Which, again, my best ships are not your best ships, I'm sure.
Probably not. Yeah. But there's, that is a fleet that can deal with some things. Radis is not.
Yeah.
Radis can't beat much.
So I guess that's my question. With Radis being bad, from what I understand, because I honestly couldn't tell you a single thing about it.
It can win. It has to have Houndstooth to win because there's no decent tank for resistance.
Honestly, that's probably the biggest thing with 2 defensive fleets that you have to set.
Yeah.
There's only one Houndstooth.
Yeah, fortunately, all those new tanks they've been putting out, like the TIE Bomber, solid tank. Both of the pilotless Y-Wings, very solid. So I think thank goodness we have that. That opens it up so that you at least can make 4 fleets.
I don't know. It'd be kind of funny if we didn't have those and everybody was just panicking all of a sudden because they had to use more than one. It's like, I don't have many taunters. Oh, no.
Yeah, we were this far in the game and we all just realized that there's actually only one tank in fleet.
You're going to see people busting out Bigs.
Yeah. Well, Negotiator can do fine without Houndstooth. There's so much
BLT and stuff. But.
Yeah, you got the BLT, you got Fives can tank.
Yeah. He's got a
Clone Sarge. Plo Koon turns anyone into a tank. They'll be fine. Finalizer I'm not as well versed with, but I know Malevolence can do fine without a Houndstooth too.
Finalizer cannot.
Really?
Well, because again, the way I run it, at least, I start with Houndstooth, the Silencer, and the command shuttle out, and if I don't have something stopping it, my 2 big ships they're done. They're gone.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else you could use to tank for that, but I don't see a whole lot of great options.
Nothing. The problem is that Houndstooth can survive a Dispel, and nothing else that I have at least can.
Yeah.
Unless I had like a... No.
Personally, I think I'm going to kind of continue doing what I've been doing, which is I'm going to set most likely home 1 on defense. I've got, a pretty good Rebel fleet. It's not the best. My Biston's U-Wing stinks, and that is a real bummer. But I think I'm going to set them on defense and then some kind of Empire fleet. Probably Thrawn. I don't feel great about it, but I want to save Negotiator and Malevolence for attack. Negotiator, I always save for attack in Grand Arena, and now I guess Malevolence gets the call up too.
Oh man, yeah, I'm really going to feel my lack of focus in ships here. But what I'm most likely to do is kind of ape what I've been doing and set garbage fleet, just complete garbage.
Well, the other, I was going to say you can do the old refused flank on this,
Yeah, I had been setting my Supreme Leader in the bottom node to protect the backbone, which was worth more.
It was worth more. I don't know.
It's not going to be anymore.
Yeah.
So I still might do it just to protect my complete garbage fleets. Put him up top.
Yeah.
Because I've been setting really, really stiff front lines. And it's worked pretty well. I've been doing all right.
Yeah.
I took first place in not this last round, but the one before. So yeah, that's probably what I'll do, because I just don't have the numbers to make it work otherwise.
Yeah.
I can put together a decent Empire fleet and a good First Order fleet, and that's about it. And if I got to take out 2 teams, one of which is at least 50-50 shot of being a Negotiator fleet.
There's going to be a lot of people setting Negotiator on defense. That's I see that a lot.
I'll probably have Akbar and Windu on defense with just my complete garbage ships to fill them.
Little 3-star cruisers.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing, just to make sure that I can have enough to pull in with my other stuff. And,
and it doesn't matter if they don't get past Kylo.
Exactly. And if they do, I'm probably screwed anyway. So, yeah, I'll have to try and change up my frontline defenses a little bit. But I'm most likely just not engaged really with the defense aspect of it, personally.
Yeah.
But that's because I'm a trash ship player.
Well, honestly, it's going to be interesting to see what people save for offense too, because my home 1 and Empire are both, they're serviceable fleets.
Yeah.
But home 1 is fairly good. My Empire is certainly nothing to brag about. So they're going to get rolled over if anyone gets to them. So yeah, I'll probably put Rey in front of it and hope for the best.
You focus on ships a lot more than I do. And even then, having 4 decent fleets is just...
It's an ask. My Malevolence is probably my second best fleet. That and home 1 are close.
I mean, there's only 7 capital ships, right? Home one. No, there's because you got the
8.
2 Empire ones.
Yeah, 2 Empire and then Mace. Yeah. Yep. My Malevolence is probably my second strongest fleet, and multiple ships in that are, like 4 stars. So I don't think I got any relics
you
going on. You
never need to have more than one fleet.
Right.
I do like this for that reason.
Yeah.
We're forcing people to engage with different ships and different lineups. Like, you can run your one meta fleet, and you'll either have a solid defense on one part, or you'll take out one, but then you got another one to worry about.
Mm-hmm. If you run your negotiator on defense, how are you going to beat their negotiator?
Right. And I actually really like that, because changing up ships, even just how you have to use the same materials, I think it's good. And now we have enough ships to be able to really ask us to put 4 fleets out there. They'll be bad.
Yeah.
But,
and I got my arena fleet just about maxed. And so, like, how much do I care about ships? I just don't. I don't. Why would that be a focus at all?
Yeah.
So yeah, this pushes me a little more in that direction of maybe you want to get that hyena bomber sorted out. I mean, that's not my number one priority at all, but it's certainly on there. There's not a whole lot of ships I'm working on right now, so
right.
I could favorite a couple of those. So yeah, we'll see how that plays out. Hopefully, yeah, that should be on swgoh.gg after the whole thing wraps up, so we can kind of see some stats on what people are using. So I mentioned that's not my main focus right now, because we just learned the final set of Galactic Legend requirements, and they're not that bad.
They're fine.
I mean, I was expecting worse, so I'm good with it. The fact that Lando and Hermit Yoda are both in Luke's, after having reliced them up to 3 for Jedi Knight Luke, okay, that's fine. Just a couple relic levels and they're done.
That's the thing too. Like, people are talking about how much easier it is to get Sith Eternal Emperor number of characters, but this last batch, 4 of the 5 are launch characters. Wedge wasn't launch, I don't think, actually.
No, he wasn't.
But it was early.
Yeah.
He was part of the meta for a very long time. So, me needing Veers, Stark, and Thrawn, whom we're not. Again, I have them. Most people have them at our level, at least. So the 5 you need are Wedge, Biggs, Leia, Lando, and Yoda.
Yeah, Hermit Yoda's. I mean, how difficult Hermit Yoda is irrelevant, because Jedi Knight Luke is a requirement. So therefore, all of his recs, if you have Jedi Knight Luke, you're going to have your Hermit Yoda and Lando are going to be almost there.
Right.
So it's the fact that you need Jedi Knight Luke, that's the biggest ask of the thing. But I don't know. I came real close to just kind of snoozing on him. And
good thing.
Wow, I'm glad I didn't. I mean, he's great. Also, like, actually using him in battle is absolutely, he's one of the most fun characters in the game for me, I think. Just his move that goes where his AoE that literally stuns everyone on the other side.
I don't care for that.
That's pure joy. It's just, that's a thing. So yeah, we have Wedge, Biggs, Leia, Lando, and Hermit Yoda. And they're all Relic 3 and 5. That's nothing compared to some of these other requirements. for Palpatine, it's Jedi Knight Anakin.
Good character.
Yeah.
Don't mind having that.
At Relic 7. But he's a good character to put at Relic 7 too. I mean, he was
good.
my first Relic 7, I believe.
Oh, you have a Relic 7 already?
Yeah. Yeah. I did it for ships. Him and General Kenobi. And plus I ran them on a Padme team for a long time in Arena.
Right.
Tarkin at Relic 3, Veers and Stark at Relic 3, and Thrawn at Relic 6.
It's just the Imperial High Command.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, I'm in good shape with these. I don't know how the general public is doing.
Right, yeah. Not as many Relic Starks as you might think, but...
What is that something we can look up, how many Relic Starks there are?
Yeah, they break it down on GG by how many at each Relic level there are.
Yeah, let's do that. Because
I can't imagine there's a whole lot. You have both of those guys at Relic 3, right?
Relic 2.
Relic 2. Oh, okay. All right, not bad then.
Player data, isn't that where it's at? There we go. What?
Yeah.
No, this is not what I'm looking for.
The other thing in this update is Mon Mothma is now farmable, and some good news is she's on 5E hard, which is only 16 energy. So,
that's nice. It is a single hard node, which I mean, nothing shocking there.
Right.
But,
so now I can grind both her and Backpack Chewie, and I mean, he's 20 energy, but that's I'm just glad I'm not on 2 20 energy grinds right now, because I hate being there. But those are both normal energy, so the gear grind is not the best.
Yeah, so this batch of 5 that came out today, I'm totally no problem with.
Mm-hmm.
And my Anakin's already Relic 5. My Tarkin and Thrawn are both only 12, so I got some work to do there. But I'd been kicking around, bringing them up to 13 anyway. So
Wait a second, your Tarkin and who? Thrawn were 12?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot you had a Gear 13 Trooper project, not Empire.
Well, I was going to expand it to everybody, and then I started getting requirements for Super Sheev, and it is not all Empire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So no, I mean, I'm not. It's fine. I don't mind relicking those dum-dums. I'm curious why Tarkin 3 and Thrawn is 6 for relics in the requirement. Yeah. It seems like it's weird.
Those Relic 6, that almost seems like an arbitrary number. Like Han and Chewie are both 6.
Well, we were looking at it before we were recording, right? Like, you need 3 Relic 7s out of the whole batch.
Mm-hmm.
I need 5.
Yeah, that hurts.
Including Sith Marauder? Like, I know
That's
I talked
a weird
about that.
One. Like,
it's just
okay, let me look at the list. It's Sith Marauder, Jedi Knight Anakin, and Darth Sidious. Okay.
And then Palpatine and Vader, which is...
Oh, and Palpatine...
Those are totally legit, right? There's no...
Okay, so Palpatine and Sidious, both, absolutely make sense.
Yeah.
I'm good with Anakin and Vader. That kind of rounds out the story. Beyond that...
I mean, it's only one beyond that.
Looking at the list here, I would say... Let's see... Not Krennic. I would say even Royal Guard makes more sense, you know?
There's nobody who makes less sense, I think.
Yeah.
Because at least everybody else has a name, by and large.
Yeah. And they came from the same era, right? Like...
Well, that's the thing, too.
Since
He's a Sith Emperor, so maybe there's an idea of them having the same kind of new Sith... I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either.
I still think it would have been cool if they released a Sith cultist character, but they wouldn't give me that.
Oh, yeah.
I want it.
Huh. Bummer. Yeah,
but we soldier on, Sean. We soldier on.
We do talk about the requirements of characters, but the relic requirements that's really where
a lot of
the
sixes
pain
too.
lies.
Yeah, I got a 6 Dooku and a 6 Thrawn that I need.
Yeah.
And a 5 Piet. Like, the fact that I can't grind Piet, that's really what's going to, slow me down.
Mm-hmm.
Really slow me down. Because that's going to be another single hard node grind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
yep.
What are you going to do?
Well, let's talk. We're kind of flirting with the idea here, but
okay.
Who you grinding?
Man, like I said, I'm all in, right?
Yeah.
I can't grind Piet yet. I need him at Relic 5. I'm going to need Dooku at Relic 6. He's only Relic 2. That's because I've been having to grind Sith Marauder because I didn't even have him at 7 stars.
Yeah.
I did finish that this week though, so he's at 7 stars. And he's Gear 12.
He's an easy Gear 12, isn't he? Like,
I honestly don't remember.
I just remember putting him to Gear 12 and thinking that's all it took. Like, I didn't even want him at Gear 12. I just saw the green pluses there.
That's how I do it. I just smushed buttons until it said Gear 12 done, and I smiled.
Yeah.
I did also get Maul. I think it happened last week. I finished grinding him. He's a Gear 12 also. Mm-hmm. Sidious is Gear 12. I have all these relics I need. I need 1 million relic levels. Mm-hmm. And now that I'm done with Sith Marauder, I can hopefully start because I got Sidious, Maul, Tarkin, and Thrawn, and Marauder, who I hadn't even touched relics on yet. Mm-hmm. And 2 of those had to go to Relic 7.
Yeah.
My TIE Bomber, I made some progress on. I was at 65 out of 85 last week, or 65 out of 80 to unlock.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm now at 13 out of 65 after I unlock. So I'm making some progress there. And the rest I haven't got anything done on, though. Like, I need a Relic 7 Anakin. I got 5. I need a Relic 3 Tarkin. I got 12.4. Relic 3 Veers and Stark. I'm at Relic 2 on both of them. I'll probably just try and crank those out this week just to check them off the list.
Yeah, there's power in that.
There is. I haven't checked one off in a bit now, and I need that win. Mm-hmm. And then Relic 6 Thrawn. I'm at 12.3. So I mean, I'm poised to do well. The only thing that's really going to hang me up is going to be Piet.
Yeah.
Which again, what are you going to do, right?
And the bomber. The bomber is just going to take time.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of shortcuts there.
But I only need to get him to 6 stars, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Piet, I gotta get to 7 stars and then to Relic 5. Mm-hmm. Like that's a haul.
Yeah.
To try and do in optimistically 2 months. Mm-hmm. Like that's a fast grind if I do that in 2 months.
That's a yeah.
Considering he's not available yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I bought the pack for that too. Like he should be a star behind that.
Yeah. Yep.
He should be
0 out of 65 would be 4-star. Yeah.
Right. So, you know. Oof. Yeah, it feels grim, but I feel like I'm poised to make a big move here. Uh-huh. I want to come back next week and say I got 3 checked off my list.
Well, even if I recall correctly, with the Galactic Legend grind last time, there were some characters like this, like the Sith Trooper and the Resistance Bros, and who was the other one? Hux, right?
They always give you, at least now, twice in a row, but there have always been a new character that you need to grind with.
But like, even while you were grinding them, like, I was finishing up Finn and Poe, but I was getting all my relics taken care of, and so like the grind on them didn't seem quite so bad, because by the time I had them kind of ready, the rest of it kind of fell into place mostly. So
I had just finished relicking like 2 other teams. I mean, low level relicking, right? Like 3 to 4. So I had no backlog when this got announced. They had new Galactic Legends.
Sure. Yeah, same.
I got the first batch done, relic where they need to be, and then they gave me Sith Marauder. So it's just been it really set me back. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm in a better position than a lot of folks are.
Sure.
if for no reason other than the fact that I have Veers and Stark already at a relic level, and my Royal Guard was ready to go. Whose isn't?
I love it.
So who are you grinding?
Just the other side, the light side. Really,
Yeah.
It's the only thing I've really been focusing on lately that isn't a requirement for Luke is General Skywalker, because he's so good, and I want him on my Rey team, and we'll see how he does with Luke. But like I'm so close. I've got him 2 pieces away from Gear 12. He's at 75 out of 100. I'm just waiting on about another 8,000 guild event currency.
I actually did the same thing with I started putting shards on Sky Guy again.
Yeah.
Obviously I didn't get that far. I'm at like 65, I think.
Yeah.
But I just got to do it. You know what I mean? Like
right.
The gear. I need the gear less. Like mostly I'm at relic levels for what I need by and large, so I can spare that.
Right. Yeah. It's work, and it stinks because I'll see gear that I really need for a character right now.
Yeah.
Can't do it,
Nope.
But, so yeah, other than that, I've been gearing Sky Guy. When I get his last piece that I can right now, because his final piece to get to Gear 12, of course, he'll have to be 7 stars. But when I get this last piece, I'm going to shift over to Jedi Knight Luke, because he's still only Gear 9. And he's a Jedi Luke or a Galactic Legend Luke requirement, and also just he's only Gear 9, and he's an awesome character, so I want to work on him next. For Relics, I'm working on R2, and it's been some work. I've got him up to Relic 6 now, but
you need 7, right?
I need 7, and
6 to 7 is just
it's painful. It's those last 3 pieces that I actually need salvage for all of them.
It's the second to last one, I think, that I always have trouble with.
Yeah, they're both just a kick in the teeth.
Yeah.
And then, so I'll need Jedi Knight Luke will be the only other Relic 7 that I need. But when I get R2 done, I think I'm going to switch over and try to cross Lando and Hermit Yoda off the box.
Get a win, yeah.
Cross them off the list.
Cross them off the box. That makes perfect.
Cross them off the box. That's the new logo. It's the T-shirt. They're Relic 3. Just got to get them up to 5. That'll feel good. My Rebel Y-Wing doing pretty well on getting that up to 6 stars. It's at 23 out of 65. I had just unlocked it last week, so
wow.
Got
That's
about
pretty
20, a little over 20 shards or blueprints.
Single hard node without going the super hard at it. That's impressive.
Yeah. I finished the Galactic Republic Y-Wing also. So that's a huge weight off my shoulders. 20 energy that I was refreshing. Yeah, bye-bye. So that's done. I got Mon Mothma and Backpack Chewie, of course, to worry about. And then these other new requirements are, they are what they are. I'll get them done.
They are, in fact, what they are.
In fact, next Zeta, I still haven't done one since I finished General Skywalker. So next Zeta, I don't know. I still think it's going to be Chewie and 3PO because it's so fun.
That's what you keep telling me, but I don't have anything to use them with. So
yeah, well, especially when I get done with all this, with my Han and Chewie being Relic 6.
Yeah.
So that's all we've got for you this week. It may not be the best advice, but at least we didn't recommend our old network feed. The bums. Galactic War Report is brought to you by our Patreon supporters. Learn how to become one and get access to our Discord server at patreon.com/Radio Free Tatooine. As always, big thanks go out to our Sandcrawler level supporters, CT1980, Devin Doctorman, John T. Kusenik Jr., and swgoh.gg. Don't forget, if you like what you hear, please consider showing your support with a rating and or review through your podcast medium of choice. Thanks for tuning in, and may the Force and RNG be with you.